4 June 2020, and I'm joined by Mr. Albert Matapo from the Zimbabwe People Power Movement. How are you, sir?
I am fine, I'm fine. Thank you, Mr. Gambakwe. How are you today?
Very well. Today, I want us to talk about the statement that is doing the rounds all over WhatsApp. There is someone who's calling for people to march to State House on Friday. Is that your group?
I would like to categorically say that is not our group. The people of Zimbabwe should know that that is not us. Whoever is making those efforts, we commend them for doing whatever efforts they are doing, but it's not us. So whether the people of Zimbabwe are going to join or are not going to join is something else. I'm not trying to sabotage them, but I would like the people of Zimbabwe to know that that is not Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Our movement will do, or whatever our movement does, is something that is going to be very clear. The people of Zimbabwe will be able to see that this is from Zimbabwe People Power Movement. Besides that, I will come in the open and tell the people of Zimbabwe that it is time now, let us do A, B, C, D. So our instructions will be very, very clear and not like that one. I have always said this, that it is me who is going to come out and say, let us do it. So this is not ours. It is not us. People should pass this message that it is not Zimbabwe People Power Movement that has got that statement. Thank you very much.
Okay, now let's look at the landscape in Zimbabwe. If Mnangagwa was to be removed now, do you think we've got someone who can take over and fix the country?
Thank you for that question. There are so many Zimbabweans who are capable of taking forward the country. Zimbabwe is not running short of leaders, no ways. In actual fact, it is the leadership that is there today, the Mnangagwa leadership, that is disturbing, that is actually making it difficult for our country to move forward. So the landscape is okay, is ready for anybody, any Zimbabwean can lead, provided the people of Zimbabwe will give that person support. Our biggest challenge, possibly, I thought that was going to be your question, is why are we having the problems that we have? Why is Mnangagwa still president when he is not able to move our country forward? Then I would answer that one. Yes. Can I quickly answer it now?
Yes, yes. You can quickly answer the question, because you see the complication that I'm seeing.
Yes.
That people feel that they don't want the current government. But somehow there's no action on the ground, and we have these invisible groups,
yes, that
are coming and saying, putting a statement out to say, we're going to remove Mnangagwa, or there's going to be a coup. That is attracting attention. Is that the right direction? What should be done to make that change to a new government?
It pains me, to be honest with you. It pains me when Zimbabweans across the board do not come together and say, look, we are doing one thing together. We have been having opposition politics for many years now. But in my view, opposition politics failed. Opposition politics did what they could do, and I appreciate that. But they could not get us to the actual answer that we need, or to the answer. I've been part of opposition politics for a long time, but along using that method, we failed to deliver the change, simply because ZANU-PF will always rig elections, ZANU-PF will always use captured courts and everything that people talk of. So the people of Zimbabwe need to think and ask themselves one question: what has changed now that we are giving our confidence to say now we are going to get the change? As long as the people of Zimbabwe don't ask themselves that big question to say, okay, so Where are we? What are we doing? Right now, people are busy fighting. It pains. People are fighting for their own stomachs, for personal gains. People want to retain power, but the power is not going to take us anywhere. I would want the people of Zimbabwe to look at that so that we come together. Now we have these small groups coming up and so on and so forth. I commend every other effort, but provided the effort is being done in a way that will take us somewhere. Let us not be fragmented. We are fragmented along political lines. We are fragmented along tribal lines and along regional lines. Zimbabwe People Power Movement came to put together all that, to divide, to actually eliminate these divisions. We want these divisions not to exist, for us then to build one thing and get somewhere. So this is what is lacking. This is the reason why Mnangagwa remains in power today, when he has failed Zimbabwe. Mnangagwa has totally failed Zimbabwe. But we keep on leaving him there simply because we are fragmented and we don't know what we want. What is it that we want? Do we want to take Matapo to State House, or do we want to be free? Do we want freedom to only be brought in by Matapo or by John? Or we want freedom, whether it has come from whoever? So the people of Zimbabwe, it is time that we should value. It is time that we should look for the best method rather than the best person. The best person might not have the right method, or the right method might not be, I don't know what to say, but the most important thing is that it is for Zimbabweans to retrospect, to look backwards and reflect, look, holistically. They should take a holistic approach in looking at how we should liberate ourselves. Otherwise, we are going nowhere. Mnangagwa and team will continue to plunder our resources. They are stealing, they are doing all sorts of things, they are killing people, they are lying, all those things are happening. But Zimbabweans, we are not uniting. Let us get united and move forward as one team. This is the message from me. This is the message from Zimbabwe People Power Movement. I can also talk about where we are now, what we have done. Like we have got a petition that is moving. That petition is a milestone. That petition is very, very important in the lives of Zimbabweans. If at all Zimbabweans would want to know, look, here is a petition which is not meant to ask United Nations to help us or the international community to help us. No, we want the international community, the United Nations, and everyone to legitimize whatever steps we are going to take tomorrow. We are certainly going to take steps, but they have to be legal. We are following legal means. We are following steps that are acceptable internationally. And so the first step is that petition. People of Zimbabwe should encourage one another to sign that petition. We have got a manual petition that is moving around, and that manual petition must be signed by everybody. And that is a milestone. That is an important step for all Zimbabweans. Thank you.
Right, Mr. Matapo, I want us to keep this very, very short. You said that you're not the one who is calling for people to go to State House tomorrow, and that is not your approach. When the time comes, you are going to announce your action, and at the moment you are focusing on the petition. Is there anything else that you want to say before we close?
No, I just want to say the petition is the first step, on my signal. The signal is already there, but it has started, the signal started with the petition. The petition is part of the signal. People should value it. People should respect it. People should sign it. Please send this message across that the petition is part of the action that you have been asking for. So, Zimbabweans, please let us unite. This is time for unity. One Zimbabwe, one nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matapo. We'll talk again very, very soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much.